Field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, it's going to be Shuttle versus Killer, a PvZ for you from RJB. That's the replay. Top right, it's going to be our brown Protoss. It is Shuttle. We love this guy, man. He's been around for so long. Such a really solid, incredible Protoss player. And the bottom left, it is Killer. He's yellow. I do love yellow for Zerg. It looks so good and so smart. I did love yellow in Warcraft 2, and it carries over into Brood War for me. So this is going to be a Shuttle replay for Farewell, a long time subscriber of mine. So here you go, Farewell. Hope Shuttle plays well for you. I didn't watch this replay. It's just a DEF CON 1 replay from RJB, so it's going to be good. But no guarantees that Shuttle is going to win. Okay, so Killer here. Not the best Zerg player at ZVP, especially against Snow. Man, I have cast a couple of games where Snow just kind of bullies Killer for like 25 minutes, and then Killer just very sadly taps out. So hopefully for Killer, that's not going to be the case here. But Shuttle is not quite at Snow's level. But who is these days? Man, ASL 17. What an incredible ASL, man. Snow versus Sulky, the series. Oh, I'm not going to say anything to spoil it. But man, a couple of those games were so good. If you haven't watched it, this Tastosis cast is over on the Afrika ESL, Afrika StarCraft. What do they call it? I don't know. It's a YouTube channel. I think just search Afrika ASL in your YouTube bar and it should show up. Anyway, hatch first play here, around 11 supply here from Killer. And the gateway opening here from Shuttle. We've got ourselves a little bit of a Zealot pressure build opening here, which, yeah, it's good. It is good against Zerg, especially if they went hatch first. So, pool coming up, no gas, recognizing the fact that a gateway could be warping in, and you need Zerglings as fast as you can. No delay for an extractor, just pool, bam. Very good. Drone says, yep, it's a gateway. All right, man. My life is going to be hard. For a little bit, anyway. Extractor coming up here at around, I don't know, 13 supply or so. Killer says, finish. In Korean, though. Like, I don't know. I don't know, how do you say finish? Like, the active imperative form of to finish in Korean? But that's what he's saying right now. He's like, I really need this pool. There you go. Immediately throws up 2 sets of lings, which is enough to deal with 1 Zealot. But, you know, if there's a probe there too, or another Zealot shows up, you need more lings, dude. So, oh my gosh, just casually taking a 3rd hatch here in the face of a gateway opening. Of course, I realize the Zealot is just hanging out. I guess he's here to delay or possibly deny the 3rd base attempt on the left side here by Killer, but instead Killer just takes the 3rd base here. High ground, minerals only. Easier to defend, but as a result, no extractor available, no gas. So the lings are like, where is this Zealot? I know the probe is around, that's fun. But the Zealot never came into the natural base. The Zealot never came here. Never tried to like walk directly into the main, so what's going on? Then these 2 Zealots head up. This is why this Overlord is here. This is why Terry exists. Is to see the Zealot. This Overlord too is like, are you still coming? Fine, I'll make more lings. 3 more sets of lings. Metabolic boost on the way. It's like, I don't have time to get a lair. We get speed on these lings so we can deal with these stupid Zealots. Alright, I hear ya. I hear ya, friend. So the Zealots come into this 3rd base. Lings are trying to delay this. They're like, no. You don't get to come here and hack away at my 3rd base like this. And the Zealots are like, oh, I did force enough lings out to deal with me. All right, guess we're going back home. That's all we had to do. This Zealot, though. Trap him. Trap. Oh, we did get a surround. That is hard to do. Getting a surround on a Zealot is tough. They are slippery little guys. All right, so in case it's a Ling Flood counterattack, there's a cannon coming up. The Zealot's holding the wall. We might try to throw another building up here. Maybe bring some probes up to block this area. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. He sees speed is done, and he's like, Zealots, run the other way. Buy us minuscule amounts of time so that these lings don't kill us on the other side. This is something Sulky likes to do quite a bit. Is go Ling Flood, but hide the lings, right? Like, he'll make, you know, he'll make 20 lings. He'll put, like, 4 or 6 of them here. He'll be like, look, Protoss, I have 4 or 6 Zerglings. La, 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 la. And then he'll, like, send the other lings up, sneakily up in this area or something. And then maybe have, like, more of them over down here on this high ground. And then when the Protoss is like, okay, cool, it's only 4 to 6 lings, let's not make any additional cannons. Then, or, like, oh, he'll try to bait the Zealots out. He'll be like, come get me, I'm only 4 to 6 Zergling Zealots, you can kill me easily, la, 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 la. And you drag the Zealots out here. And then the lings from this way and from this way swing in. I guess more from this way. And they go whoosh. They kill this cannon. And then some of them run in the main base. And some of them are down here. And then the Protoss dies. It's tough, man. Sulky is very sneaky. He might be the best mind game Zerg player in the world right now. Just his ability to do things that the Protoss does not quite see coming. Trying to trick them into something that's happening. But then it's not happening. Yeah, fun. Anyway, we're making Corsairs, we're making Citadel of Adun. The answer to these Corsairs is going to be Hydras because, well, there's not a lair. So it's going to be Hydras here, which kind of keeps your Hydras at home. I mean, you can definitely go for a Hydra bust out of a Hydra opening like this against Corsairs. You just got to keep a couple Hydras at home parked underneath the Overlords so the Corsairs don't supply block you to death while your Hydras are all over here trying to kill the Protoss. But yeah, Zealot legs are on the way. These lings are like, man, we wish we weren't this many lings. We wish we were more drones. But hey, the Zealots necessitated it. Macro hatch, loving that. 2 macro hatches here from Killer. All right, man. And a lair on the way now. Just barely getting started here at about 645. So, Corsairs, yeah, no. See, there are Hydras, though. Okay, but 2? Okay, 2 Hydras versus 2 Corsairs is too much. Corsairs, you know, they could take a bunch of hits from a Hydralisk. It's not like they completely immediately die like Wraiths do. But, you know, still, you don't want to take that many hits from Hydras if you don't have to. Yeah, and it's even like the Overlords are all clumped together. Where are you going, guys? You can't be defended out here. Are they just, like, that's just the running? That's just the AI being like, I'm under attack. Run the other way, which is what the... it's not even AI. It's just scripting in Brood War, right? I don't know. Can you... somebody define artificial intelligence for me. I mean, is it all just scripting? No, because there's language learning models that aren't scripting necessarily. But they're also not, like, sentient AI, which we don't have yet. So, I mean, if the definition of an AI is sentient, that doesn't exist. We can't use the word AI for anything in the real world. We can use it for, like, Terminator world stuff, but... Anyway, Zealots are on their way down to the 3rd base. Look who made a sunken Killer. I'm so proud of you. And look at that. All those Zealots are like, oh, there's one sunken and some Hydras back here. That sucks. And they bail. If this sunken didn't exist, right here, this one sunken didn't exist, those Zealots go for it. They jump on this. They kill these Hydras. A bunch of drones die. It's a complete mess. But because Killer invested in a single sunken colony, everyone's alive. It's a miracle. Look at this. Same thing over here. This Overlord gonna get killed. Oh, I don't know about this Corsairs. Okay, you're fine. Never mind. Overlord down. Overextended a little bit. Tough. I like what Killer is doing here. I don't like that he doesn't have a sunken at the natural base. I don't like that at all, in fact. Not even the tiniest of bits. Ooh, I do like DTs coming in. I like the 3rd base on the right side here from Shuttle. I like that he didn't sack his Zealots into a situation where they were probably all going to die. Although they're sort of out here in the middle of the map without any support. But look, they've got speed. They've got +1. Like, these are some of the strongest units in the game at 9 minutes is speed lots with +1 attack. Where are you going? Okay, so they're going to fight at the top of... Nope, I thought they were going to fight at the top of the ramp. Dude, Killer wants these Zealots to die. And die they will. They are... two-shotting the Zerglings. This DT's getting some work done. All the Zealots are going to die, but some of these Hydras are going to die to Dark Templar. So, I mean, I don't know. It's trades, right? How many Hydras need to die in order to make the sacrifice of these Zealots worth it? Man. The DT's like, no, hold still. Hold still. Yes, bad pathing is giving you me some extra swipes on you guys. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Exactamundo, what I wanted to see. Up the left side here, 4th base from Killer in response to the 3rd base here of Shuttle. Let's see what's going on. Obviously, we know there's the Templar Archives, because there are DTs. Fun. Just preemptively sending some drones up here. I'm not going to say way before this left side hatch is done, but it's a little bit before this left side hatch is done. A little bit earlier than usual. Zealots come in. They say there are not enough Hydras to do this. And there are no Sunkens here either. See? This is what I'm talking about. But good positioning, man. And the Hydras at +1 attack too. That helps so much. All right, man. Killer's doing fine. Killer, I want to say, has had a pretty fantastic opening 10 minutes. He might go for like a Lurker Hydra bust here at the natural base, or maybe at the third base, except there are High Templar in both locations. And Storm has been researched. So once that happens, your timing of Hydra Lurker bust is pretty much over. The ability to kill this base with 3 High Templars sitting back there with Hydras and Lurkers? Nope. Which is why he's throwing up a Queen's Nest, because he's like, all right, the Hydra Lurker time is over. He's very smart about this. He's like, I'm going to maybe try to deny an upgrade here. I mean, that upgrade's not very far along. Losing this is not going to be the end of the world for Shuttle, but also it kind of totally sucks. So he's going to storm the Hydras out, but no, we're just going to make sure. Yeah, I mean, Shuttle canceled that +2 attack. He knew it wasn't happening. And you'll notice that Killer didn't engage into like some giant attempt to break best here, because the High Templar count was too friggin' high. There's only 1 High Templar over here, but you're not even breaking this either. Probably without Dark Swarm and maybe some Plague. So that's why the Hive is on the way from Killer. He knows what's up. He's throwing up some creep colonies on the edge of this. He anticipates some pretty big Protoss attacks this direction. He's throwing up Lurkers on the high ground. He's throwing up more Sunkens on this high ground. This, yeah, on Polypoid, this base for Zergs that spawn on the bottom left tends to be a very hotly contested one. I mean, it's every corner, right? This base of the Zergs up here, this base, you know what I mean. Just a little high ground base. It's a hotly contested area because if you can take it as a Protoss, you get this high ground. Then you can sit Reavers and High Templar up here and really siege this natural base of the Zerg player and cause them all sorts of problems. So it's one of the reasons I think maybe the Killer took this first. He's like, I don't want the Protoss to have this high ground. I would prefer instead to have this high ground. Thank you very much. So there you go. Creep colony spread that. Isn't it spread? Why is the creep not spread north? Can it not spread north? What is different about this ground that is not creep spreadable? That's weird. Lings try to jump on this, and it's a good... Okay, but then there's Storm. I was like, it's a lot of Dragoons. But that's why you have the Storm. So whatever. Top left base coming in here from Killer. That is going to be a 5th base for him. Protoss getting a 4th base, high ground in it here too. So, a lot of dancing, but I do like what's going on here from Shuttle, right? He's got his Storm. He's got his Dragoons. He's got his Zealots. There's a tiny window here where there is no ability for Dark Swarm to be cast because the Defiler Mount isn't done yet. So, if you're going to deal with Lurkers, now's the best time. So, yeah. Here he goes. Coming up the high ground. 3 Sunkens. The Lurkers throwing spines down all over this. Obs coming to the front so you can actually see these Lurkers, but no. No. Shuttle's like, cracking this. High ground, Sunken Lurker combo. Not for me. As these Lings come in and try to shut down this 4th base, but there's enough of a response to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, same thing over here. Cannons, High Templar, maybe some Reavers. So hard to break for the Zerg. Like, insanely hard to break for the Zerg. Any Sunkens at this 4th base, Killer? No? Alright, well, if you lose it, I'm going to say that's why. No Sunkens at this base. Adrenal finishing up, though, is a massive boost. This is like the entire Protoss army is coming this way, up this one narrow ramp. I don't know how I feel about it, but Killer's going to dive on this. Like, no Storm yet. Let's just kill every Dragoon and Zealot that comes up this ramp. We'll just kill it with Adrenal Lings with all of masterfully 1/1 upgrades. Hey, it works. If it works, it works. Look at this handful of Lings just kind of holding this. Lurkers trying to get to the top of the ramp too, taking some Storms as they're trying to get into position. My goodness, the Storms are good there from Shuttle. Really nice. But, oh, look at Killer. He's kind of setting up this way. He's like, if I can crush this entire Protoss army in this little valley, I might just straight up win this game. But then instead, no. He goes after this attempt of Shuttle to expand behind this attack, to the 12 o'clock and completely gets it shut down, while Shuttle's not able to get up this ramp after all. I mean, a lot of Zerglings have died, to be fair, but Protoss has not really managed to get up here whatsoever. Consumes on the way. Great Storm. Lings kind of get distracted. A better Zerg player does focus on those High Templar, try to kill them before jumping on those Dragoons, but Killer seems to maybe have his attention a little bit elsewhere. There was an attack up here too, but none of these people have kills. I don't know what killed those Lings, but Shuttle is continuing to storm up this ramp. He's killed a bunch of defensive lurkers at this position. He's continuing to reinforce units down here too. Okay, but there it is. I was going to say, I'm feeling Dark Swarm, and there is the Dark Swarm. And here we go. Lurker Spine. Blah, 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 blah. Zealots try to get in here, try to lead the charge on top of these Lurks. They do kill one. But then the Lings jump in, and then the Zealots are getting stormed as well. The Lings get stormed, but so do the Zealots as they're locked in an embrace of death together. God, this is incredible. This battle, Shuttle really wants to get up here. I'm not sure it's game ending if he does it, but it's pretty close. He just keeps sending every one of his army units over to this location, constantly reinforcing it. Zealots do manage to get up here. The Dark Swarm kind of helping them get up here a little bit. I don't know. Zealots have 2-2 upgrades, but Lings with Adrenal and 1-1 are going to hold their own just fine, thanks. Zealots are on top of the drones, though. And here we go. This is why we came to this party, is to get on top of those drones. Maybe 2 of them die, maybe 3 of them die. It's a 10-kill Zealot before he gets obliterated by Adrenalings. Insane. We just consumed an Overlord to try to hold this position. He's like, come on, Plague. I want to Plague down there. But the Archon count is heavy enough that I'm not sure that Plague is amazing. Plague in this left side group of Dragoons would be insanely good. Nidus Canal is providing infinite reinforcements this way. Archon is being provided with support against these Hydras by the Dark Swarm. Those are some sick storms, too. This is a crazy battle for control over this 9 o'clock position, and I think Shuttle's gonna take it. He's going to take it. Oh my gosh, Shuttle. It took him like 5 minutes of just non-stop attacking and reinforcing to get it, but he did. These drones aren't even evacing. What the heck, Killer? Get out of here, man. This is, there's, oh god, I don't know. Running in, Adrenalings, the Lurkers are still kind of awesome, actually. No. Did I just congratulate Shuttle too soon? Is Killer actually going to hold this? Dude, this Zealot count coming into the third base is intense. 1 sunken remains against all of these Zealots. I love sending Zealots down to that base. Drones are coming back to work at this left side at 9 o'clock. No. There are Zealots and Dragoons galore here. Shuttle's kind of everywhere right now, causing all sorts of problems for Killer. Drones are dying by the boatload. This is amazing from Shuttle. This Dragoon has 7 kills. 8 kills, 7 kills. Archon's at 10. He just popped a Defiler out of that Nidus when that Archon and Dragoon combo just killed it. Did he just save this? Dude, skin of his teeth, he saves the 9 o'clock base. He saves the third base too, with Lurkers for the most part. My gosh. Killer, what an insane hold on these bases. Have a bunch of his drones died? Yeah, he's at 43 drones to 59 probes. Is there a Lurker back here? Nope, that's just an Overlord. All right, fair enough. My goodness, this game is insane. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Killer is stabilized. He's got a bajillion Adrenalings with 2-2. Just kind of the answer to everything that Protoss has with the exception of High Templar. So, and Reavers, I guess, as well. But I don't know if we're going to get any Reavers here. This is where every Protoss player is like, please, for the love of all that is Protoss, make Reavers. The longer the game goes on without any Reavers, the worse this thing is. There's a Nidus Canal here, so these Lings are like, all right. Yeah, reinforcements, Lurkers, Defilers. Oh my gosh, a Plague on these guys would be so good. A Plague on these Zealots would be insanely good. This has got to be a Plague. It's a Plague. It's a Plague. It's a Plague. Ooh, what a sick Plague. Every Zealot, but maybe 2 got caught there. Maybe 3. But they're like, oh, we don't want... Oh, crap! Our exit is blocked. He tried to flee. It just gets absolutely eaten up. My goodness, Killer. What a play there. And these obs get plagued. There's nothing to kill them. But, you know, they're plagued now. There are no actual Hydras. 132 to 122 supply. Shuttle is up. And most of that is going to be in worker count. But having even army value with the Zerg player is fantastic for Shuttle. He's got to feel good about that. I mean, Killer is trying to expand to this natural position up here. Defiler gets sniped by Archons. Tell me if you've heard that one before. And then just little handfuls of Zerg. Nice plague on the backside too. And Killer's just barely holding this base. Yo. They're like, no, Defiler. You don't get it. Okay. Dark Swarm actually just helped you die, Defiler. Not sure if that was the right choice at all. Killer's trying to drone up a little bit as much as he can in between making things like lurkers and lings and upgrades. He's still working on further upgrades for these Zerglings to get them 3-3. The lurkers are at 3-2 already, so doesn't have to worry about that missile attack upgrade anymore. Protoss player sitting at 3-1-2 upgrades with further armor and shield upgrades in production. And there it is. There's our robotic support bay. We did it. We did it, everyone. We collectively told Shuttle to make Reavers after this game was already played. Good job, us. Shuttle decides this 9 o'clock base is the place to go. Oh, he got the Nidus, but not before a plague got tossed down on a lot of these units. Lings popping out of these hatcheries. My gosh. DTs are a problem. Overlords coming to provide detection, but a little bit too late for that. DT continuing to be problematic right now. But Killer is just sort of kind of holding on here, guys. Just a little bit here and there. He's not really been able to overwhelmingly destroy the forces of Shuttle, but my goodness, has he just barely by the skin of his teeth been able to win some of these battles. He's at 58 drones, about 65 is the magic number you want, especially in this matchup. But the question is the economy here of Shuttle good enough, especially with Reaver tech, just to kind of whittle Killer down? So Killer's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases to the 5 bases now of our Protoss. So 1 base more is going to be enough to win this game if no other bases are taken, but that cannot be the case here at 22 minutes. We'd have to have more bases taken than this. Drones trying to body block Zealots as they try to jump on top of these lurkers. My gosh, brave drones going back to work, providing multiple avenues of value here for Killer today. This is insane. This game is crazy good. Thanks again, RJB, for sending it in to me. Check them out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. And be sure to hit like on this video and subscribe to me as well if you haven't. Because I'm here 6 times a week with Brood War content. Games you have never seen before between players like this, Shuttle and Killer. Another race coming in bottom right here for Shuttle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base of his. No bases have fallen today despite Shuttle's best efforts to wipe out the 3rd base and the 4th base of Killer. He's not been able to pull it off. That's because Killer has all the ingredients. He's got the Plague, he's got the Dark Swarm, he's got the Lurkers and the Adrenalings. And did he drop? No, he just walked them down here. Okay, so Shuttle's like, I want to naked expand bottom right. And no, says this Overlord, scouts it. Immediately tells the Lings and the Hydras to get on over here and shut this thing down. Nice Plague. Again. Yeah, man. Plague, 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 plague. Plague, 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 plague. Scarab damage upgrade on the way. Another Plague. How many of these Zealots are plagued? About half of them. Oh, trying to take... No, this base is not happening. That's a cancel. Alright, so both players trying to expand, getting absolutely shut down. Zealots jumping in. They've been plagued, but they could still kill Lurkers, probably. 173 to 138 supply. Shuttle's macro and continued assault is it going to pay off here in the end? If he can get in here and take down this hatchery, that would be massive for him. I don't know where the Zerg reinforcements are. They're coming out of that Nidus from the top right, but I think that hatch is dead. Drones, no! Getting Archon massacred on the ramp. That's huge. Killer down to 44 drones. What a massive win there from Shuttle. It gets the hatchery. Reavers in play. Protoss fans everywhere are sighing in happiness. Finally, Reavers are coming out here in a late game PvZ from somebody who's not Snow. Reaver shots on the lurkers. Farewell is rooting so hard for Shuttle right now. The Reavers do, oh my gosh, got picked up, got saved. He's gonna try to go high ground with it. No, where do you go with this? I don't know. This little Protoss group is probably doomed, I would say. But, oh, that Reaver shot is so sick. Man, Shuttle Reaver stuff. Killer's like, I can't just sit here. I need to try to make this happen. He does get a bunch of lurker spines on these Archons. It's not like he's doing super great amounts of damage to them, but shields do take full damage from everything, but it's not enough. That's a 15 kill Archon there. And he shuts this base down. Shuttle is just taking the lead in this game. What a fantastic move by him. Yeah, Zerg just did not have enough. No Sunkens at this hatch, and it does go down. Has not tried to re-expand down in the bottom right, Shuttle, but he's like, I just evened up the base count. And if we're on even bases, I think we're okay. I'm okay with that. 38 drones remain. He was so close to his goal of 65 just a minute ago. But the assault on that 6th base was intense and strong and prolonged from Shuttle. And I think Shuttle might have this. The storms are good. The Reaver stuff is good. The Zealots are Zealot Archon against Adrenalings. Way better than just Zealots. He knows that. Yeah, man. 15 kills, 13 kills. These Archons are more kills than most anything else in this game. It's hard for any Zerg unit to get 15 kills. But man, Archons are capable, especially if they were High Templar prior to becoming an Archon, and those kills carry over because they do. No Sunkens at this left side third base. This is such a smart move. Out of Shuttle, and boom. These drones have to evac. Absolutely have to evac. These hatcheries have taken hits before, but not hits like these. Yeah, that's it. The Killer does not have enough to save this base. He's retaking the 6th if he can. But yeah, Zealot Archon, man. Really fun combo. It's one of my go-to combos when I'm playing in the campaign. The Brood War campaign when I'm a Protoss. Against Zerg is Zealot Archon. It's really hard for Zerg to handle it. As evidenced here today. Okay, Lurker's coming out immediately. Counter-stormed, though. That storm didn't quite catch that Lurker, and I think that was the intent of Shuttle here. So another base dies. And if Shuttle can get up here into the 6th base again and kill it, I think Killer might just not have enough to continue. But this is mined out. This is mined out. Dude, somehow Shuttle's on 1 base mining. And, oh, the storm drop up here, though. Oh, my gosh, the storm drop up there was sick. Like, yeah. I was checking to see how many workers were up here, and then there weren't any. So, crazy plays here from Shuttle. I think he's got it. 130 to 60 supply is not really a tenable, comebackable position here for the Zerg player. I'm just going to throw that out there real quick. Just gotta toss that out at ya. My goodness. Okay, what do we got? We got the Archons, which honestly gonna be good. This guy, oh, DTs too. Coming back in, trying to go for another storm. Gets the unload, gets the storm off. Gets more drone kills, 22 drones. To 58 probes, but it's 58 probes in a world where it's 1 base mining from Shuttle, so that's not ideal. There's no way that Killer can hold this. There's just no way. Good snipe on the obs. Disgustingly good snipe on that obs. Now you can't see the lurks. No, there's no more obs here. Shuttle's like, never mind, whatever. If all the lurkers are up here, maybe there are fewer lurkers down here. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there's a lot of lurkers down here, actually. So Shuttle might just want to save up enough money to actually take a base, because I think that would be nice. Also, maybe Shuttle dropping up here behind these lurkers would be good. Man, it is just pure lurker here. To the point that I almost feel like a carrier transition out of Shuttle would be good, hilariously. It's so much invested into lurkers and not that many Hydras. Except there's Dark Swarm, so like, no. But God, these Lings are getting on top of these probes. And a lurker gets down here too. No! No, Shuttle, no! You can't throw this game away. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, you're still up 2-1 on overall supply, which is great. You kind of have to kill this lurker, though. Dude. Dude. Or at least get the lurkers out of here. What is happening? You're just letting that go? All right. Archons ahoy! Getting on in there. Nope. Way too many lurkers. We don't like what we see. We're backing out. Yeah, we have full 3-3 upgrades. Dude, okay. This 11-kill lurker is an absolute boss. It's dead now, but it was a boss while it was alive. Ugh, 150 to 68 supply. Plague catching a lot of the Zealots here and some Archons who don't care. Okay. Oh man, there was enough money to make a Nexus for Shuttle a second ago, but he just fired up 7 Zealots and 4 more High Templar. He's like, what I need are 2 more Archons and a bunch of Zealots, and we can break this. Okay, good. Great Storm. Another really good Storm. 2 lurkers died to that one. These 2 getting stormed would be super hot. Here comes the Archon Brigade. And Observer parked at the back. Once again, just not happy about what he sees here. Is Shuttle. He's not going to overextend. He's not going to go in there and lose all of his Archons and lose this game. He's just going to pull back. Regen some shields on his boys, because some of them have major shield issues. And head down this way where there are 2... Ooh. Oh, but there's more Hydras here. This is not exactly a engagement for these Archons, but killing some lurkers is good. The Hydras are not going to be microed, then they'll die. Oh, did the Obs get sniped? Killer! Killer's sniping Obs, throwing down Plagues, Dark Swarms like his life depends on it because they do Zealots. Swinging on down, making these Hydras think twice about engaging with those Archons. Beautiful flank attack here. Adrenalings in the mix, a desperate hold. The Lurker providing so much freaking value, it's not even funny. Oh, Zealot Archon against Pure Ling. That's what we want to see, Protoss fans. Okay, Obs. A little bit far out ahead there. Any storms available? Yes, you could kill this Lurker. Nice Plague. Nice Plague. Did he get another stupid Lurker down here? He got another. Oh, another Lurker. 4 kills. He's dead, but my goodness. 6 kills for that Lurker. Just wandering a single Lurker up here and shutting it down. Shuttle does have this Nexus coming in. Having this would be really, really positive for him. I don't know where these probes are trying to go, sir. Oh my gosh, but this base is rolling. Dude, this is insane. I cannot believe this game. I thought for sure Shuttle would be able to break this, kill this base. Killer's like, how about no? How about you not do that? Why are you out of position here? Storm it all! Storm it all! These Lurkers must die. If Shuttle loses this game, I'm going to lose my mind. But no. No, he's killing Lurkers. Oh. The last couple spines of that Lurker were especially deadly. Especialement. More Lurkers coming to try to shut this base down, and Shuttle sending his army north for some reason, for reasons I don't understand. There's nothing down here to defend it. 1 cannon, honestly. Tell me this is gonna be a cannon. Just so like 1 Lurker can't show up anymore and shut this down. It is. He's throwing up a cannon. He's throwing up 2 cannons, actually. I like that play quite a bit. It's 90 to 85 supply. Do you remember when Shuttle was up 2-1 in overall supply? What happened to that? Well, a lot of the probes have died. That's kind of part of it. Shuttle, why are you going north? What are you doing up there? What do you hope to find up at the north? You want to plague the probes, maybe? Good plague on the Zealots. Good. These cannons could really come up any time now. That would be nice. And here they are. Okay, providing detection at least, so lurkers can't just jump on this. But also this obs is out in front, and it's been plagued. And there are some hydras here. This game is epic. I cannot believe how close this game is right now. Shuttle is now down in overall supply to Killer. How has Killer done this? Oh my gosh. Well, there's a shield battery here. That's very cool. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did Killer really pull a complete reversal here? You know, I think he did. He pulled a complete reversal. This only source of income that Shuttle has is now gone. He's evacuating all the probes. Dude, you have to throw down some storms. There you go. Throwing down some storms, catching a plague. There's just not enough storm here, which is not something I say all the time, but it's true. And that's it. That's a GG. Shuttle taps out, and Killer wins it in 35 minutes and 49 seconds. No. No. Protoss fans, Shuttle fans, farewell. I am so sorry. I cannot believe Killer won this game. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at who GG'd here, and I'm trying to process it. But it defies explanation. I don't even know what to tell you. Okay. I'm going to blame this on one thing. I feel like Shuttle could have busted up here with like his 11 Archons and killed this base and probably won this game. But the fact that he went for it like 3 times, and then there were like a couple lurkers back here, there were some hydras, and he was like, no. He pulled back. And then he tried again, and I think he could have won, but he's like, no. And he pulled back, and I think that was it. I think if he goes for it and kills this base, he wins. But because he didn't go for it, he allowed Killer to sit here on effectively 2 bases mining for the rest of the game, while he was on a very dwindling base. Tried to expand down this way, got it shut down. Tried to expand here, got it shut down. It took him too long to get a new base up. And Killer was just on top of it, man. Lurkers, Dark Swarm, Plague, just enough Hydra and Ling to support these lurks. And that was it. That was the game. I am shell-shocked. I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think here. Like, really trying to think here of a game that I've seen where a Zerg was down by like 65 to 150 on a ZVP, and then he came back and won. I don't think that's ever happened on my channel before. But Killer, incredible ZVP, just enough to hold off. This base got killed. And this base got killed, and I thought it was over. But Killer never gave up, never surrendered, and just continued to have just enough to stay alive and just enough to hold off against the Protoss army, and then won. Yo! Do we have more Killer fans in the house, maybe? I don't know. Are we making some today? 317,000 points for Killer, 308 for Shuttle. 1,000 Zerg units produced today. 1,121. Which is crazy. I mean... I did just outproduced. So it's a 2-to-1 kill ratio for Shuttle, which is generally pretty good. This is a more than a 2-to-1 kill ratio, but it got basically a 3-to-1 production ratio here from Killer. 11-to-7 buildings raised, not great for the Protoss, and then Killer did outspend Shuttle, but only by about 2,000 resources in 35 minutes, which historically should not be enough. Like, really just should not be enough. Man. Just what a weird epic ZVP. He outspends by 2,000 resources. He's down 2-1 in overall supply and wins it anyway. Killer's a magician. A magician. That's it. That's it. I'm not going to say I'm speechless because I'm not. But man. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, and I'm so sorry, farewell, that your hero Shuttle kind of blew a game that I cast specifically for you, but man, I can't guarantee wins for these things I do for people who request specific games from players, because that would kind of ruin everything, right? Anyway, yeah, you can support me at patreon.com. You can support me on Twitch and all sorts of great places at /Falcon Paladin. I'm just like so discombobulated right now. But yeah, until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, and you take care of yourself.